Before you press play, take a moment to be completely alone, because what's happened to Joe Satriani is more painful than any power chord he's ever unleashed. The man who electrified arenas with nothing but 6 strings and soul is now fighting a battle that could silence his guitar forever. This isn't just a health scare, it's a haunting moment that might end one of the greatest musical journeys of our time. Joe Satriani. The name alone sends a jolt through the spine of any guitar enthusiast. From surfing with the alien to always with me, always with you, he redefined what it meant to make an electric guitar speak. But now, behind the soaring solos and blistering speed lies a devastating truth. The man whose fingers danced effortlessly across the fretboard is facing a physical battle that could end his ability to ever play again. 2 months ago, Joe woke up to an unfamiliar pain, a sharp, burning sensation radiating down his left arm, the very arm that built his legacy. At first, he chalked it up to an intense night of rehearsal for his upcoming tour. But the pain didn't fade. Then came the numbness. When he lost feeling in his fingertips, panic set in. An emergency MRI revealed something shocking, a rare lesion on his cervical spine, compressing the nerve roots and putting his entire musical future at risk. The diagnosis was grim. Doctors told him this was one of the most complex guitar-related injuries they had ever seen. Surgery wasn't optional, it was urgent. The irony was brutal. A man celebrated for his surgical precision on guitar now required literal surgery on his neck to preserve his ability to ever play again. The procedure involved a delicate microdiscectomy and spinal fusion using titanium hardware, a risky, high-stakes operation. When the news broke, the global music community was stunned. Fans, many of whom had never met Joe but had spent decades with his music, flooded social media under the hashtag #SatStrong, sharing stories of bedroom jam sessions, garage bands inspired by his solos, and emotional ties to his music. From his hospital bed, Joe released a video message. Visibly weary, a surgical scar peeking from under his gown, he whispered, "I'm scared I might never play like I used to." His voice trembled, and the world paused. Here was a rock god laid bare, vulnerable, human, and heartbreakingly honest. Each word struck harder than any riff ever could. The surgeries came swiftly, 2 procedures spaced just days apart. Joe spent several nights in intensive care, his days filled with breathing exercises to maintain brain function and prevent complications. Physical therapists arrived at dawn, leading him through nerve glides and slow, painful stretches. Gone were the lightning-fast solos. In their place, baby steps. On the worst days, he couldn't even lift a water bottle. On better ones, he imagined solos in his mind, determined to return to the instrument that had defined his life. Now, the road to recovery begins. Joe is undergoing grueling inpatient rehab focused on speech clarity, essential for the lessons and master classes he loves, and occupational therapy to restore finger dexterity. His tour has been postponed indefinitely. The custom guitars he planned to donate to schools sit in storage, waiting for his comeback. But despite it all, Joe remains defiant. In a recent live stream, still whispering through a strained voice, he said, "Every scar will be a story. I'll play again, even if it takes everything I've got." That moment said everything. Joe Satriani isn't done yet. If Joe's music ever lifted you, now is the time to give back. You can donate to his recovery fund at satriani.com. 100% of the proceeds go to his medical and rehab costs. Or share your favorite Satriani moment online using #SatStrong. Let him know how much his music means. Your words could be the amplifier of hope he needs to rise again. Because when a guitar god's fingers fall silent, it's up to all of us to make sure the music never stops.